Well, good morning, YouTube. This is an awesome day. I actually got this late in the mail yesterday, and I set it down on my floor. And I actually got this from another YouTuber, a guy I've been watching. And I'll just tell you what's in here. There's some awesome, badass honey in here, and it is some of the darkest honey that I've ever seen. And it's totally raw. It's from Edward Tyndall. I'm gonna put a link in the description of his YouTube channel.
We're getting more honey. And guess what we got? We got pine straw. More smoke for you guys. Check that out. Well, that's crazy, people. We're going to go through this process and through this process over and over, people. This is going to be an all-day event for us. You can see all of that honey. It should have been enough to sling it. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. It goes through a 600 micron strainer, and then it's going to go through a 400. This is supposed to stay like so. Just down here on this honey coming out here. In this bucket here, we have full. Check out that lovely, beautiful, wonderful, badass MVP Super BD honey straight out the hive. Uncut, raw, and awesome.
He's actually selling some of these right now. And as you can see, it costs $10, $11 just in shipping. And I think he's charging 20 bucks for a mason jar of his Edward Tyndall's badass MVP honey. That's what he calls it. It looks great. I can't wait to try it. And I got it in the mail, and I left it on the floor, and I noticed there were some little ants on the box. So I'm curious. I might be kind of pissed off. There might be a bunch of ants in there and stuff like that. But you know it's really sweet when the ants can find it. And so yeah, let's just get in there. Let's just start unboxing this stuff, and let me show you how dark this stuff is. And got to watch him take his hives are like 10 years old, and it's the first time he's ever actually extracted honey from these. This is something you don't see very often. Edward Tyndall does not have honeybees for honey. He's got them for pollinators. Because the population of honeybees is dwindling, and not honeybees like these bees are from Europe. Honeybees, the honey you get in the store is not an American honeybee. They're in America, but they're actually a European honeybee that produces the honey that you're used to and everything like that. A lot of Native American crops don't rely on European honeybees. A lot of them are like pawpaws, it's flies. A lot of them it's wind. All of the American crops, you know, corn, beans, squash, stuff like that, stuff that was cultivated by American Indians isn't necessarily relying on honeybees, but like 80% of the food that we eat necessarily is. But because of the population of them dwindling, oh my gosh, let me show you this. Some awesome packing. He's got little poofy things in there, but he's got honeybees not for the honey. And he waited 10 years before he actually took any honey, and he didn't take it. My opinion on it, I've got a lot of vegan friends that are against honeybees because it is what it is, and it's, you know, you're robbing them from the bees. And in some cases it is. You're not necessarily leaving bees with enough food for themselves. This is food for them. But he had so many bees. They were swarming, and he was catching them. He successfully he caught a couple hives and everything, and it was a really cool series. I was interested in watching it, and I've watched a lot of YouTubers and their honeybees, but watching Edward Tyndall out there, it was good stuff. It was really enjoyable. And then he took it all inside. I think he took one whole box. He did it twice. He took 2 boxes and got probably like 10 gallons. I think he got like 2 5-gallon buckets full of honey. And this stuff is dark and rich. And he's got Italians. He's got Italian honeybees. And check this out. Brother sent me 2. Dude, you are the man. Nice wrapping in here. I don't see any of these little darn ants, so I think we're pretty good so far. Look at that. Can you guys see how dark that is? Let me hold it up in the light. Let me get the right shot for you. It's so dark. It's like the darkest amber. Got the date on there, 5/5/18. Oh, I found, oh, here we go. Found some of the little ants. There's a little bit of honey on the outside of the jar that they got a hold of, but this one is, enjoy, brother. 5/5/18. This one's actually got the comb in there. Can you see that? Check that out. Wow. This one you can actually see how dark it is. That's amazing. Alright. Well, you know what that means. Now it's time for some tea. Oh, what?
Ones that are not yellow or the perfect ones?
I think that's good.
Stuff in the middle. Some kind of bugs on me.
So here's my, ignore the coffee on there, but here's my my herbal tea that I do a lot of. The honeysuckle, mint, and a little bit of sassafras. Sometimes it's just mint and honeysuckle. But I had to wait for it to cool down a little bit. Wait for the tea to cool down, that is. And man, look at that. Now, like I was talking earlier, I'll be having a couple friends that are vegans and stuff, and the whole ethics of honey and honeybees and stuff, I'm going to kind of stay away from that. But I enjoy honey. I like honey. It's a good natural sweetener, good natural sugar. And, you know, when you're doing it like Edward Tyndall does, where it's, when you've got enough of it, you've got a surplus of it and stuff like that, and the bees have enough to share, why not? Man, this is some thick stuff. I haven't even tried it yet. I gotta try some. Oh my gosh. That tastes like flour. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's the best honey I've ever had. Man. Thank you, Edward. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you sending this. Oh man, you can just sit there and eat that. That is the rich... Well, I've been wanting honeybees for a long time, and I'm probably going to have some here pretty soon. Hopefully by the same time next year I'll have some honeybees. and I got to start getting some hives for him and everything, and oh yeah, good stuff. I don't know what to say. I'm just speechless. I was gonna say something, but man, that honey's just. I just want to. I just want to stick that knife back in there and get some more of that honey. But man, that's some good stuff. Now that's a good herbal tea recipe also. It just tastes like flowers, minty flowers, and then the honey's got such a. It tastes like flowers. I can't, like a vanilla and caramel and like honeysuckle, a lot like honeysuckle. And man, I'm gonna be buying some more from you, buddy. Set aside an extra jar for me if you can. If not, you know, that's all right. But check out his channel. Edward's selling this stuff. This is honey from beehives that have been left alone for about 10 years, and they were overflowing with bees. He had so many bees swarming this year. When he was opening up the hives, there was so much of it coming out. And I like that. I think that's great. You know, if you were to build a home for something and give it space and you know, take care of it, and it's got something extra to share with you, why not? You know, you're both sharing. It's a mutual benefit, you know, beneficial relationship. And a lot of European honeybees was coevolution. A lot of them, it was a coevolution between humans, you know, humans and bees and stuff like that from thousands of years ago. And with these being Italian, we're talking about Roman. We're talking about Roman bees, guys. The Romans here, you know, thousands of years ago. And I hear Italian bees are some of the friendliest, and as far as I'm concerned, that's some of the best honey I've ever had. So this was an awesome unboxing. Thanks, brother. Thanks for sending me the honey. I've been doing my tea maybe once, twice a week and stuff like that, but now I got this stuff. It'll be every day. If you guys have an awesome wild herbal tea recipe from stuff that you get around your yard, I'd like to hear it. There's a lot of things that this is my go-to. Honeysuckle and mint, that's my go-to thing, but there's a lot of other plants and stuff like that. You know, even things like raspberry leaves and mulberry leaves and everything. There's so many different things, but if there's something that you like to drink all the time, not, you know, your go-to tea recipe, you know, go ahead and leave it in the comment section of what you like to drink. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. I couldn't wait. I had to get some more. Oh my gosh. Nature's candy.